Hello students, this is Neha Mathur and today I will tell you about the next mode of operation, or you can say the next category of register, which is parallel input serial output PISO. So before starting the topic, consider to subscribe my channel and click on bell icon to get updated for the upcoming videos. Fine. So parallel input serial output, as the name suggests, parallel input, that means whatever the data you want to enter will be in parallel form. That means your data is entered simultaneously and the output is in the form of serial. That means the data you entered in the form of parallel fashion, you will retrieve, you can get your output in the form of serial fashion. So this is about parallel input serial output. Now come with its designing. What will be the circuit diagram? Again, the circuit diagram depends on the number of bits which you are going to enter or which you are going to illustrate via entering or retrieving. So again, like CISO, SIPO, PIPO, I am again entering or retrieving, or I can say that I am going to illustrate the 4 bit of data. So again, the designing is a combination of 4 flip-flops, which is a D type. So again, this circuit is a combination of 4 D flip-flops because we are going to illustrate the data of 4 bit. So now come with its designing. See, it is a combination of 4 flip-flops, D flip-flops. So initially I am going to mention 4 flip-flops, and what about their name? Flip-flop 0, flip-flop 1, flip-flop 2 and your flip-flop 3. This is the general concept, or in which you can imagine that this is a combination of 4 flip-flops, D flip-flop. Now see, this is a D flip-flop, that means one input in D naught, because this is a 0, so it will be D naught and Q naught. Similarly D1, Q1, D2, Q2, D3 and Q3. All the flip-flops is a D type flip-flop with one input D and one output Q, but by following its own name. See, this is flip-flop 2, so I am going to represent D2 for its input and Q2 for its output. Same concept I am following for all the flip-flops. This is just, we are taking 4 flip-flops. Now what about their interconnection? See, the interconnection depends on these two terms, parallel input and serial output. That means the data you want to enter, suppose your data is represented by B0, B1, B2 and B3, 4 bit of binary data which you want to enter, and your output is Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3, which will be in serial form. That means from Q0 to Q1, Q1 to Q2, Q2 to Q3, and your final output will be from here, because the output is in serial form. One output of this will be input for this, similarly for this its output will be input for this, and same like this. So in serial output combination, shifting process takes place. So now come with its proper diagram. So this is the circuit diagram for parallel input and serial output mode of operation for register. See, the first thing is, no need to get more confused with this complicated circuit structure, because this is actually not complicated if you will deal with this circuit in conceptual manner. How you will get your concept, your final concept? The concept depends on these two terms. Parallel input, that means parallel input, simple manner is individual input for individual flip flop. Your input will not going to be connected with the next flip flop. So here individual flip flops, that means flip flop 0, flip flop 1, flip flop 2 and flip flop 3 will have 4 individual inputs in the form of parallel fashion. So see, for flip flop 0, D0 is input and directly connected with the first bit of your data which you want to enter. Similarly, for second flip flop, Din is again in indirect manner connected with B1, which is your second bit of flip input. So all the bits are connected, all the inputs, binary bits are connected with the individual inputs of the flip flop, but via combinational circuits. Or you can say that your inputs are not connected directly, likewise parallel input, parallel output. Here we are using these combinational circuits, which is a combination of 2 AND gate and 1 OR gate. Similarly, 2 AND gate, 1 OR gate, 2 AND gate or 1 OR gate. So your input B1 is connected with its respective flip flop. Similarly, your input B2 is connected with flip flop 2 and your D3 is again connected with your input B3. So all the bits, all the binary bits of your information, which is B0, B1, B2 and B3, is indirectly or directly connected with the individual inputs of your flip flop. This is about parallel input. Now come with serial output. See, in case if you want to go with the serial manner, that means the output of previous flip flop is connected, will going to be connected with the input of next flip flop. So by following the concept of serial fashion, see, the output of this flip flop should be connected with the input of second flip flop, and D1 is input which also should be connected to B1 as per parallel concept, but the output of previous flip flop is connected with input of next flip flop. Similarly, the output for this flip flop is again going to be connected with the input of next flip flop, but via combinational circuit. So if you want to enter your data in parallel manner, here you will have to take help from this combinational circuit. Similarly, to retrieve your data in serial manner, we want to connect previous flip flop with the next flip flop and same with others. And for this again we are taking the help with these combinational circuits. So this is all about the circuit diagram. Now come with its operation. See, its way of working depends on 2 modes of operation, or you can say that this circuit deal with 2 mode of operation. The first mode is load mode, and the second is shift mode. And the important thing which I am missing is diagram is the representation of shift and load. See, these 4 lines are for B0, B1, B2, B3, except these inputs we are using here 2 more input line, one here and this one the output of inverter, and the second is direct input. So this is for basically to select the mode of operation, that means shift/load. So this section, this point is for shift/load, or you can say that for this node, the name for this node is shift/node load, and your this node of input will decide that in which mode of operation your circuit is going to be operate. Now come with first mode, which is your load mode. If you want to operate your this circuit in load mode, that means you are going to here, this is load with complement. So you are going to set your this node at 0, that means low. Fine. What I am saying that if you want to operate your this circuit with load mode, that means you will have to put 0 over here. If this node is 0, that means shift is 0, but load with complement will become 1. So your load mode is activated. Similarly, if you will deal with shift mode, you will have to change this at high, which is 1. So now what will happen? By keeping this at high value, your shift will be 1, while load with complement will become 0. So now with the 1 value for this node, your shift will be operated, your circuit will be operated, sorry, for shift mode, while by keeping this node at 0, you are doing your load bar 1. So your circuit is going to deal with load mode operation. This is the way that how to go with the operation. Now come with its operation. See, in load mode, that means your this node is 0. Now this is 0, that means this complete line is treated or set at 0, but your upper line is set at 1. And what will happen, since your upper line is set at 1, that means gate number 2, gate number 4, as well as your gate number 6 and gates your AND gate, gate number 2, gate number 4 and gate number 6 will become active, because your this line is 1 and this one is able to active your 2, 4, 6 gate numbers, while 1, 3, 5 is inactive because of this 0. Now this 2, 4 and 6 is able to provide its respective inputs to D1, D2 and D3. I am again repeating, in this mode of operation, loading mode, you are just trying to load your binary input to their respective flip-flops. So your first flip-flop is directly connected with input, while for other flip-flops you will have to apply shift/load at 0, and by following this line, in this approach, your gate number 2, gate number 4 and gate number 6 is going to be active, and they are able to provide respective inputs in terms of B1, B2 and B3 to D1, D2, D3 respectively. So your loading is done just by activate gate number 2 and gate number 2, gate number 4 and gate number 6. This is about loading mode. Now this is just the loading of the data, but if you want to activate these flip-flops, you will have to go with the application of clock. So in loading mode, the first step is just by activate gate number 2, 4, 6, you are trying to load your data, and to activate these flip-flops, you will have to go with the negative edge of the clock, and once with the proper negative edge of the clock, your flip-flops will become active, and now complete loading takes place because your flip-flops are also ready with their respective inputs. Now the next thing is shift mode. See, in shift mode, this node is going to be 1. That means Now this line is set at 1, while this inverter will invert applied 1 and it will become 0. Now what will happen? Now your gate number 2, gate number 4 and gate number 6, which is actually connected with upper line, and the value of upper line is set at 0. So now your gate 2, 4 and 6 become inactive, and there is no connection of these gates from input directly. So now the task is that means there is no possibility or no option to connect these gates via your binary inputs directly. That means now parallel loading is not possible. So it is actually specifying that in this mode of operation you should done with the complete loading of your binary data, because in this mode of operation parallel loading of inputs is not possible, because your gate number 2, 4, 6 is going to be inactive. That means there is no connection of these gates via B1, B2 and B3. So no loading is possible. Now come with the next step, which is with this one logic, your gate number 1, gate number 3 and gate number 5 is become active now, which was inactive in this case. So now gate number 1, gate number 3 and gate number 5 is active, and they are responsible to shift your data from here to here, here to here and so on, because now they will see Q0 which is the output, which is the input for this, and this is connected from one gate, and in this mode gate number 1 is active. That means you will this flip flop will get its input via this connection. Fine. Same with next flip flop, that D0 which is connected, which should be connected with D2, which should be connected from previous flip flop, and the flip flop is providing the output in terms of input to next flip flop via gate number 3 and so on. So I am again repeating, it is not as much as complicated as it actually looks like. The simple thing is, this is the simple diagram of your piezo circuit. The thing is, to apply your input in terms of parallel form, we are using combinational circuit. Similarly, to shift your data so that you can retrieve your output in serial form, you are again taking help from this combinational circuit. Now what about its operation? Circuit is operated in two modes. The first mode, that is your lift load mode, in which you are just going to load your data which is in the parallel form via B0, B1, B2 and B3. B0, there is no much more complexity with B0 because B0 is directly connected with D0. The important thing is, or complexity is with B1, B2 and B3, because they are not directly connected with respective flip flops. They are connected with flip flops via these circuits. So when you are operating this circuit in load mode, that means your gate number 2, gate number 4 and gate number 6 is going to be active while 1, 3, 5 is inactive. That means now in this mode you are able to apply your respective input to the flip flops. Now what about shift mode? In shift mode, just reverse the load mode. The first line is set at 0 when lower line is set at 1. That means now gate number 2, 4, 6 become inactive and they are not able to load your data from B1, B2 and B3. Now the task is just the shifting of the data which is already loaded, and this is possible with the help of gate number 1, 3 and 5, because in this mode of operation 1, 3, 5 is going to be active. So this is all about parallel input and serial output, because once your data is loaded by using this mode, you are going to shift your data from here to here, from here to here and from here to here, and from Q3 you are able to retrieve your data in serial manner. So serial output by following the concept of previous to next, previous to next, previous to next, and parallel input by applying individual data. This is all about parallel input, serial output, shift mode of operation. Fine. So hope if you are following the concept, parallel input, serial output, and if you are following, consider to subscribe my channel and click on bell icon to get updated for the upcoming videos. And again I will suggest you to go through with all the videos related to flip-flops and registers, so that it will be easy for you to understand the actual concept behind these. So try to follow all the videos related to these topics. Fine. Thank you.